Greetings, everyone. It's time for another episode of Pickup Playtest. I almost said the name of the game, being Pong, the next level. Yes, yes, this is another episode 39, actually. We're getting pretty close to 40, I suppose. Wow. Anyway, this is episode 39 of Pickup Playtest, a show here on the TTromPlaysGames YouTube channel where I sit back and enjoy some of the random retro game pickups that I have acquired over the course of being a, retro game collector. I like to chill out, hang out on this channel, and kick back, relax with all of you cool, awesome people out there, and we can discuss various retro games and whatnot. So welcome if this is your first episode, and welcome back if you are a returning viewer. Appreciate all of y'all all the same. So yes, like I said, today's star is Pong, the next level on PS1. Really want to do a quick shout out to Justin Smith on YouTube, one of my good friends that I've made here on YouTube. We've gotten to become good friends over the last several months or so, and he was actually playing this game not too long ago, and I was reminded, oh yeah, I have that game too, and I think I'm going to do a episode on it fairly soon because you reminded me of it. So shoutouts to Justin Smith. He's actually in my section on my channel in the please consider supporting my friends category. You can find his channel there, or better yet, I hopefully will remember to leave a link down in the description. Go share the love, go subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. He's a good guy, good content. Go check him out. Alright, anyway, now back to this particular video here on Pong the Next Level. If you're not familiar with it, it's basically just taking the core idea of Pong and adding a whole bunch of quirks to it. I also want to do a full disclaimer here. I did several test recordings and managed to unlock these first few levels and stuff, but that was not, super easy to achieve. I don't know if it's just me and I'm just rusty with this classic gameplay, but I am not the best at this game, and I learned that the hard way off camera, so hopefully things don't get too rough for me live, but if they do, well then y'all get to sit back and laugh at me for 30 minutes as I record miserable Pong gameplay. So either way, it's a win-win, I suppose. No, see, I'm sliding all over the place. I honestly can't tell if that's because my paddle is just slippery by default. See, I'm slipping all over the place, man. Even with the slightest touch of the controls. Alright, but there I unlocked a seal. See, if I press X after I get that jewel to come to me, I get a seal that sort of blocks incoming snowballs for me for a bit, which is nice. It'd be nice if I could also score a goal sometime soon. That'd be great. Yeah, cool. Alright, we're catching up now. Also, we're literally playing Pong with snowballs that these penguins keep perpetually pooping out. You really can't explain it any other way. I don't know what's going on here, but such is the way with this game, I suppose. Yeah, if you want better gameplay, probably than what you're going to see in this video, do check out Justin's video / stream on this game, because it's probably going to be way better. But hey, look, I got lucky enough to get a win on my first round. So, yeah, that's this version of the winter stage, and then we can actually go back and try out level 2, which is a little bit different. Instead of seals, you activate polar bear help, I believe. So let's see what they have in store for us. So yeah, as I like to do in all these episodes, I like to have random convos with y'all about, like, the game that we're playing and stuff, so... Oh, and by the way, the paddle, my opponent paddle, is, like, way larger. Did I mention? I literally did not mention that I'm playing as red, so hopefully that came across earlier than when I said I won. But yeah, I'm playing as the red paddle, anyway. So what are y'all's experience with Pong in general? I really want to know if there's anybody out there in my audience right now that actually managed to play it in some of its oldest forms. Like, did you actually manage to have like a Pong machine back in the day where you'd play it on an actual dedicated console that's sole purpose was to play Pong and only Pong? Because that'd be pretty cool. I'd love to have at least one Pong machine in my collection later on. That'd be pretty cool. It's just I don't really know if they're as prevalent. You don't see them as often as, you know, normal, quote-unquote, normal cartridge retro games. I think it's not really common to see standalone Pong consoles being sold at retro stores these days, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places. Never know. But let me know if you've actually seen them out and about in the wild. I think it'd be pretty cool to find one of those. So as you can tell, when I'm pressing X to make the polar bear sort of like make it harder for the paddle to hit balls back over to my field, but you can kind of mistime it like I've been doing to make it also kind of hard for you to make balls escape your side of the field. So there's a bit of a trade-off there. I love how I was talking about how bad I would do, and I won my first 2 matches in a row. I don't really understand what that's going on, because I literally was getting spanked by the computer off-screen. So I think the computer is letting me, showing at least a little bit of mercy here in the first couple of matches since I'm recording for YouTube now. He's like, yeah, go ahead, have the first couple of rounds for free, TTrom. Does that mean I unlocked the final variant? Yes, Snowstorm. Why not? Let's see what a Snowstorm does. Now, bear in mind, I haven't even seen this one, so I guess when I press X, it'll just completely destroy the screen visibility. Interestingly enough, it appears my opponent, Blue, has gotten his paddle shrunk back down to normal size. So, we'll take that. Okay. But yeah, there was obviously plenty of other ways to experience Pong besides just on a dedicated machine. You know, they had Tennis for 2 back on like that military oscilloscope or whatever that was. So that was like Pong before it even really had the name Pong, right? Like that was like the OG Pong, and one of the, really, when you think about it, one of the first video games ever invented was Tennis for 2, I believe, right? Or is that just a myth? Like, you know, Jumpman's nickname. Well, then again, I don't think Jumpman is a myth per se. So we're not really getting any X button prompt things, so it's just kind of, maybe it's the wind. Maybe it's the wind that's different this time. But either way, Blue is absolutely spanking me this time, so. Did you see it curve? No way. How did he curve it? Or was that or like I said, was that the wind? Was that the wind curving the ball? That was nuts. You know, one time I actually played Pong at an arcade, and it was like digital feedback, like a digital screen, but with physical paddles. So it was pretty, and it had a whole bunch of crazy lights and stuff. It was a very, very fancy looking machine. A lot of fun to play. My wife and I had a decent time with it. Can I score 1 point this round? Good gravy. This is actually way easy. This round, this particular stage, if you will, is way easier in my opinion than what comes up next. I'm actually kind of surprised that what comes up next is so hard, given the fact that it's so early in the game. But you'll see what I mean in a sec. And by the way, feel free to tell me I'm wrong in the comments about how hard everything is. Like, this is like the easiest game ever, TTrom. Yeah, I swear this game gave me a run for my money. I'm having a lot of fun with it, because it's like one of the most simple gameplay mechanics known to man, and frankly, it's still entertaining to this day. Pong is a good time as a classic. And seeing the fact that, you know, they decided to remix it with all these different things, I appreciate the fact that they wanted to revisit this game and give it a fresh coat of paint. So kudos to the devs for bringing back a classic and like shedding some light on it in a cool new way. Anyway, that's enough of the winter stage. Let's go over to stage 2, called, no, not Logjam, that's stage 3. Soccer Stars, there we go, there's stage 2. Get a load of the layout on this. Right now we're going to go with plain pitch, because, in my opinion, I'm lucky enough to have won this mode. So yeah, each of you gets 2 paddles this time, and one of them is the goalie, and one of them is a player on offense. And see, they already scored against me, and you press X to sort of kick it away once they score. It's ridiculous, and the ball can get caught in between the offensive player and the goalie so often and so quickly that it becomes nauseating sometimes to play. Yeah, and also really, really, really hard to juke them like that. So I feel like a lot of my goals come down to dumb luck. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Not only that, but in test recordings and off-screen recordings while I was messing around trying to get at least some sort of progress in here and sort of a warm-up before I played for all y'all here on YouTube, I ended up getting a tie game towards the end of the game, and it ends in a shootout mode where all of you take like penalty kicks or whatever, and like, you know, kind of like a end of a hockey game where you get to like take like 5 shots on goal or whatever, and you win and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy, and so it can get pretty nail bitey towards the end. Like, oh man, am I actually gonna win, or is it just gonna be a tie game that I'm gonna blow in penalty shots? You know, it's pretty random, but fun. I can't say this isn't like frenzied, frenetic, semi-fun action, because it definitely provides some entertainment, especially for something as simple as Pong. This is like basically like an intense, extreme game of foosball on your PlayStation, and so for what it's worth, you can't really complain about the presentation and the fact that it does what it sets out to do. Am I gonna win? I'm actually gonna win again. Y'all, I promise this was harder for me off camera, but you know what? Why complain about the fact that I'm doing well? TTrom, just hush up and enjoy the fact that the AI feels a little less merciless today. Anyway, what was the next one? It had something to do with molehills. Yeah, it is just called molehills. So that kind of makes me believe that the terrain is going to be affected. You know, maybe they'll pop up randomly and try to mess things up. So let's see how it goes. I actually don't think I've seen this in action yet. So, there we go. Almost scored the first goal right away. That would have been awesome. But instead, of course, I gave it up to them. Okay, so I can't hold on to the ball for too long, duly noted. So does that molehill, like, detract? What does it do exactly? Oh, I thought I had that. I swear I didn't move because I thought I had it. I wasn't trying to, like, give up. I just genuinely thought I had it. What do I usually say in moments like that? Excuses, excuses, TTrom. Anyway. So the molehills, do they just slow the ball down? Because they don't act like barriers like the regular paddles do they? If they do, I'm not noticing it. I think it has more to do with the traction of the of it on the ball. Bear in mind, Justin, if you're watching this, which you do watch a lot of my vids, so shout-outs to you, my good friend, and thanks for all your support as always. But if you are watching this at this time, bear in mind, I didn't watch all of your Pong video, because as soon as I found out that you were playing it and I watched a little bit of it, I'm like, I don't want to spoil too much of what's in it so that I can have a more genuine, like first-time reaction type of thing in this video. So, just so you know. So I'm, like, asking a bunch of questions, so if you answer these in your video, that might hopefully explain why I have no idea some of them, even though I saw you playing this earlier. And again, I mentioned it earlier in the video, but shout-outs to Justin. Go on over to my channel in the Friends section, or check out his channel link in the description of this video. Drop him a sub. Maybe go follow him on Twitch, too. Good guy, good time, good content, good friend. Go check him out. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not getting very much of a difference between this and the last mode. Like, last, rather, version of soccer. It's just sort of more of the same. These moles seem to be doing almost nothing. Maybe I can bump the moles themselves, but other than that, it's just the same old hectic foosball-esque action we got going on here. That ball was just... I felt like it was going wherever it wanted to that time. I think I saw him score on himself that time, so I'm probably going to lose again, but it was worth it just to see him flub up and give me an extra point. I feel like the controls are a little sensitive. I feel like I overshoot the ball sometimes when I want to go slow and just sort of nudge my way towards the ball, and then I go barely any distance at all when I just barely touch the button. It's tough. It's not the easiest thing to... Pong is one of those, like... It's one of those, you know, how often do people say it, right? But, like, it's one of those epitomes of easy to learn, difficult to master, in my opinion. I know it's, like, one of the most cliched things that people say on the internet these days, but it's true. Simple to learn, difficult to master. See, watch me get absolutely pulverized by the AI. I hate this level. I'm actually glad that even in practice off-screen recording, I managed to get past it so that I can at least see what logjam is. And I stopped there, by the way, so I literally don't know what logjam even is, and I am nervous to find out, but you know what? Let's do it. How could it be any worse than Soccer Stars? Lol. Right? Alright, logjam. Let's do it. One way, cuts both ways, or saw point. Oh boy. Lumberjack stuff incoming, probably. The normal 10 points to win. Very cool. Seems we only have 2 openings to work with this time instead of one large goal, which is interesting. No. And we're going with a jungle motif. No. No! Okay, so the logs start to roll. And you... What the heck, man? The blue paddle hasn't even had to do anything, and he keeps scoring. Why don't you keep trying to send it back over to him, please? Or is that what happens if I press X? Would you... I don't know what's going on in this game. Just keep pressing X. I don't know. Oh, look! Oh, look, it's actually working against him this time. For once. Wow, see? The game... When the game plays itself, you don't really have to work at it, do you? That needs to happen more often. Nope. 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 It's ridiculous how it goes all the way to the other side, just like lickety-split. Oh dear. You never thought that TTrom could get so super intense sounding in a game of Pong, right? Don't take those sounds out of context either, I mean... Why would you, right? Anyway. So, yeah. Oh, golly. How many other people out there have played this version, too? You know, better yet, I really want to find the people who for the first time experienced Pong with this type of game, because that'd be even awesome. Awesome-er, because that's totally a word. Yeah. No! This is so bad. I'm gonna make such a fool of myself posting this. This is going on the internet. I'm going to willingly post this on the internet and show everybody how bad I am at Pong. Why would I do this to myself? You should really look at yourself in the mirror, TTrom, and ask yourself, do you seriously want to upload this video? Maybe I'd be doing better if I had an actual, like... you know, controller with a dial on it. I could spin it. You know, just like the olden days. So what does spinning even do for me there? Because that's what makes the logs go back to him? I honestly can't tell. You know what happened just there? He scored right when I was about to say, well, at least he hasn't scored in a while. I didn't score in a while either, but at least I had slowed the bleeding, you know what I mean? I wasn't hemorrhaging points that quickly. No! Ah, should have seen it coming. Oh well. Let's try again. Maybe, is this on the PSN store? I wonder. Or, I wonder if they're redoing, Sony's redoing the PlayStation Plus sometime soon, right? I think just recently, at least as of the time of recording, they announced that they're going to, like, sort of redo they're going to make it, like, multiple tiers, and they might offer retro games and stuff as part of the service and stuff. Wow, I'm actually in the lead for once. So maybe if y'all really hoot and holler for this game to show up on whatever they're calling it now, like PlayStation Plus Premium or however, maybe it'll happen. Whap. Whap. Wow, so spinning makes me hit it harder, but it really didn't seem to do much besides that. What really is the advantage to smacking it as hard as I can anyway? I mean... How is it? What? Dude, the AI is... He's stuck! He's stuck! He's not even... Okay! He let me almost win! I'm at match point! But I'm probably gonna lose. He was... Watch me lose. Watch me still choke it away. I'm calling it right now. I'm gonna lose still. But I can't believe the AI choked there. Why was he stuck? I don't know why. I don't know why, but he was definitely stuck. That's ridiculous. Unbelievable. Cannot believe I just won. Shouldn't have won. Y'all saw that. He glitched. He glitched out. He didn't know what he was doing, and he choked. He stood there for like 5 minutes and let me score like 10 goals on him in a row. It's just, what? Clown around sounds terrifying. I think I'm going to see at least what the second round of Logjam is before I try it. Cuts both ways. So we're going to actually, like, have the logs be sliced this time. Yeah, look, saw blades. You gotta love it. And, of course, blue gets a huge, huge size advantage this time. Are you gonna... feel free to glitch out like you did last time, bro. That was way helpful. I cannot thank you enough for letting me sneak by unscathed like that. I don't understand, dude. Don't whack it, dude. Don't whack it too hard. Don't spin. Don't spin and win. What? You got a question mark. What does question mark do? Now I look like him. Now I look like him doing the same thing. I guess it was the speed of the logs. Oh, I get the motif this time around. Only half of the logs are even doing anything different, so depending on what side of the north or south side of the field the ball is on, it's being jostled, its physics are being messed with, so that's pretty cool. So it definitely keeps you on your toes. Oh, maybe I'll be able to get this one. Hey, I did. Cool. So now they're both moving in opposite directions. So I want to aim for the top part, because those are rolling towards his goal. Yeah, cool. Oh, press X. Sure. Whack. Whack. Ah, I missed. You fired, and then you missed. 3-8. Wow, I totally have a chance. Not. Anyway. Okay, cool. Hey, 4-8. It's not over till it's over. It ain't over yet. Oh, I missed with my whack again. Yeah, totally. Okay. Okay, fine. Maybe for some of y'all, it's the moment you've all been waiting for, but okay, I will go and try clown around. We will see just how terrifying that level is. I mean, after the soccer one and that logjam one, this is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Let's take a look at it. So we have here two-tone, color match, and multicolors for our level types. Only have two-tone unlocked right now, so what is going on? Wait, I'm playing against a clown? Is what, this is like a boss fight? What is my goal here exactly? Try again. What do you mean try again? Oh, I'm tilting the entire table. Oh my gosh. And doing what? Last chance. What? Wait, what? What? I don't even know what I'm doing. What is the goal here? Somebody please tell me what's going on. 8 points to win. And I got 3 points, somehow. What am I doing? Try again. I got points, it seemed like, when he was rolling it. Yeah, like I just roll it into his mouth. See that? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? But how do I... What is going on? I don't understand. What is going on? Is the game broken? Why does it score points, but then sometimes it doesn't? Oh, what now? Okay. Has everybody had their fill of this ridiculousness? Because I think I sure have. I don't even know what is... What? You know, if you want to be super kind to me, if you want to leave a comment explaining what on earth is going on right now, I would greatly appreciate it, because I don't see the point of bouncing the thing back at him. I just don't. Look at, it's just going to bounce back at me. And then it's going to tilt all the way. And that's, when I get it in the red, I get points. That much I understand. But like, but then there, I'm supposed to, no. Wait a minute. The balls change colors. That's why it's called two-tone. Whew. I am an idiot. I now understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get the certain colored balls into the certain colored mouths. So see, this one's red. That's why you tilt it over and you try to get it in the freaking red. Good gravy. I just embarrassed myself. Nope. You don't want to bounce that, because that'll get... See? Now I understand why some were working and some were not. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just plain bad at it. But at least I know, at least I ended the video learning what I had to do. Now I'm just being plain old TTrom brand bad at it. But at least I can go to sleep tonight knowing that I figured this out before the video was over. The fact that you have to bounce it to the sides is just... That's rough, man. And you need to do it 8 times, that said? 8 times to win? 8 points to win? Fun! Anyway, this is definitely a game, man. This is one of those episodes where I definitely did not do as well as I would have hoped, but... It's just because, I guess I'm just... I love how you can go in between them. That's ridiculous. I guess I'm not equipped to deal with... I guess this is basically like Dark Souls for me. The Dark Souls of classic games equals Pong. Yeah, you can take that cliche to the bank. However, even though I'm doing a piss-poor job of representing how cool it is, the idea that Pong can be, you know, remixed in so many ways is very cool. And why is it... See, why is that one, like, just hanging back now? Like, is it because you're not supposed to be able to spam the same, you know, location every time? Golly, man. I want to see, like, the pros. The people that got crazy world records in Pong in the early arcade / early Pong console days. I want to see them take on this game. See if they're any good at the ridiculousness that was on tap for this. I don't think I've ever managed to get more than 2 points on that stage. All right, we're done. That is it for this episode of Pickup Playtest. Before TTrom continues to embarrass himself, he's going to have to clown around somewhere else because he is signing the heck off of this video. If y'all stomached that for, like, whatever it's been, 30 minutes, I can't say thank you enough. Thank you so much for sticking with me, even though sometimes these videos turn out, well, like this. Hey, I guess that's just the nature of these pickup playtests, which is one of the reasons why I think the show is so fun to do, because when I do games that I haven't played as often as others, it's kind of a treat to just see just how bad and or well it will go, so... And really, I have a lot of fun doing this show and my Let's Plays in general here on the TTrom channel, so thanks, y'all, for making it even more worth it by hanging out and commenting, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. I appreciate all y'all. I've been your host, TTrom. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. And have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day.